President Trump has a new plan to clear mines from the Strait of Hormuz. Time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. The president has ordered Navy ships to, quote, shoot and kill any boats seen laying mines in the water. Iran reportedly deployed more of them this week. Both the countries have imposed blockades along the strait, bottlenecking shipping of everything from oil to fertilizer. This 9 weeks long war is driving up gas prices all over the world. A new poll shows the majority of Americans are frustrated, but the president says he feels no pressure to end the conflict.
I don't want to rush myself. I'm not under any pressure whatsoever.
And gas prices are up more than $1 a gallon since the war began. Nationally, the price for a gallon of regular went up another 3 cents this morning to $4.06. In San Diego, it jumped 4 cents overnight. It's now $5.93. We're also learning new details about Iran's new supreme leader this morning. Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei is recovering from what's being described as severe injuries to his face and legs. He was hurt in the attack that killed his father back at the start of the war. Reports say his burns make it hard for him to speak, and that's left military generals to make key decisions for the country. No new peace talks are scheduled right now, but Israel and Lebanon just agreed to extend their ceasefire for 3 more weeks. Innocent shoppers got caught in the crossfire at a Louisiana mall. Baton Rouge police say an argument between 2 groups of people at the mall led to a shooting. 1 person was killed, 5 others were injured. Police have arrested 5 people so far, but they're still investigating. Now they're asking the public to turn over any cell phone video of the chaos. Larry Millete is trying to delay his murder trial again. He's accused of killing his wife, Maya. She disappeared in 2021 and was never found. Larry's trial is scheduled to begin next month. It's already had years of delays. Now his attorneys are filing a motion accusing the prosecutor of misconduct. They say Deputy District Attorney Christy Bowles is eliciting false testimony, deceiving the judge, and admitting evidence she knew to be illegal.
The defense attorneys are alleging that the prosecutor put 5 witnesses on and that the prosecutor knew those witnesses were testifying falsely.
Now, the district attorney's office calls the filing just a maneuver to shift focus away from the murder. The judge will rule on this motion by the end of next week. If it's granted, the state attorney general's office will have to take over the case, and that could delay the trial by at least a year. Homeless advocacy groups are responding to this week's gubernatorial debate. A big topic for all 6 candidates on stage was how state leaders have handled the issue so far. They all graded Governor Gavin Newsom's work to get people off the streets, giving him everything from an A by Javier Becerra to an F from the 2 Republicans on stage. San Diego nonprofit leaders say they were encouraged to hear these candidates talk about prevention funding and temporary housing. But a lot of them are still critical of the candidates' plans on how they would tackle homelessness should they become governor.
Nobody talked about disabilities, and the reality is the majority of people that have been on our streets over a year are disabled just from the impact of being there.
For me, I haven't heard so much around how this is going to look and how this is going to go, at least on the front line.
The people we spoke with are also concerned about how potential state and federal funding cuts will impact frontline homeless services. A U.S. Special Operations soldier is accused of using classified information to win a massive bet. The Justice Department says Gannon Ken Van Dyke won $400,000 betting on the prediction site Polymarket. He allegedly bet on the top secret raid to capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Photos from after the raid show Van Dyke on the boat that Maduro was held on. Investigators say Van Dyke tried to hide the evidence by deleting his account, changing his email. President Trump says he plans to look into this case.
Now, if he bet against his team, that would be no good, but he bet on his own team. I'll look into it.
2 Republican lawmakers are already calling for the soldier to be pardoned. He has not publicly responded to the charges. This marks the first known case of the Department of Justice going after insider trading on a prediction betting site. Polymarket says it is cooperating with investigators. A massive tornado roared through northern Oklahoma overnight, leaving behind a trail of destruction. It was one of at least 17 tornadoes reported from Iowa to Oklahoma. 10 people were hurt in Enid. Officials say multiple homes were destroyed. One neighborhood was completely leveled.
It was weird. You could feel the tornado. You could feel it in your chest. It was a rumble that, I mean, I'm never going to forget this because, you know, when they say it sounds kind of like a freight train, that's true.
Most of the reported injuries are minor. Officials begin to survey the damage this morning. Meanwhile, wildfires are spreading in Georgia. More than 30 new fires broke out in just one day, forcing evacuations. The fires have destroyed at least 90 homes. Over 1,000 more houses are at risk.
In the same vein as Destiny's Child, we all got bills to pay. One of them is to these guys, San Diego Gas and Electric, for your power bill. But the utility company is making a change starting in May to give people another way to save when it comes time to pay their bill.
As of May 1st, customers that are on a time of use plan are able to enjoy a super off-peak rate, a daytime super off-peak rate from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So, what does that mean?
Now there is an influx of solar and battery storage technology on the grid that allows the grid energy from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. be sourced really inexpensively, so we can pass that savings on to our customers.
SDG&E says one of the most common types of plans for homeowners is a time of use plan. If you go to SDG&E's pricing plan, it shows super off-peak hours that are now year-round will cost you 34 cents per kilowatt hour.
Compared to a non-super off-peak time, you're saving about 20% to do your laundry, your dishes, charge your car, pre-cool your home.
So we did the math. Here's someone's usage from SDG&E who works from home in an apartment that's 1,000 square feet. During off-peak hours, it would have cost close to $14 for energy during that 10 to 2 p.m. window. Super off-peak hours would cost them around $11. So you'd save roughly $3 with the new change from SDG&E.
California-wide, it's most expensive to produce electricity from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. That's called on peak. It's less expensive to produce energy during the day, namely because it's coming from renewable energy sources like wind, solar, geothermal.
SDG&E adds if you're not on a plan with super off-peak hours, you can find that out, review your plan, compare prices, and see what works best for you. But there are plenty of people who are in the office at work from 9 to 5 and not at home when those super peak off hours are happening.
There's a lot of smart appliances now. Say, for example, your dishwasher, you can put it on a delay so that it goes off when you want it to go off. In addition to that, there's still a lot of San Diegans that actually still work from home. And we wanted those customers to be able to save, to be in control of their electrical usage.
SDG&E tells me they're working with the state and lawmakers to find more ways for people to save. If you're having struggles with paying that energy bill, the utility company suggests go to My Energy Center to see how and what programs are available to help you out. Ryan Hill, ABC 10 News.
The first round of the 2026 NFL Draft is in the books. You saw it right here on ABC 10 last night. As expected, Heisman Trophy winner Fernando Mendoza went #1 to the Raiders. San Diego State cornerback Chris Johnson was picked 27th by the Dolphins. You can watch rounds 2 and 3 today. Once again, right here on ABC 10. Our coverage begins at 4 p.m. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.